This is a steel Mace Vinyasa circuit for the prenatal athlete and anyone that wants to get strong and mobile in closed hip conditioning and balance. All right, in this practice round, I'll be covering 4 exercises, starting with the 360 yogi squat, transitioning to a balance asana, or a balance conditioning drill, standing cat-cow, moving into our uppercut lunge to reverse lunge combination. It's a more complex variation. And then our 4th exercise is Warrior 3 RDLs. I'll assume you've done your due diligence and warmed up with some joint mobility first. Let's get right into our learning rounds. We can progress on to our timed rounds of 90 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. Start with Mace in prayer position, 360 swing, land the Mace in prayer position, find your yogi squat. Option to modify or regress if you need to. If you do not have a 360 swing in your practice or you're working on a shorter squat, you can just press it out to two-handed flag. Looks like this. Power breath. What we're looking for here is angling the Mace globe towards you slightly so that there's a little bit of leverage and engaging the lats to find shoulder pack. Versus breaking at the elbows, having a passive stance here, and tail tucking under. You really want to stay alert here. In our 90-second interval, we'll switch sides halfway through. Let's do about 5 reps of practice on each side. Show it from multiple angles. Block, dump, pull. Squat. Squeeze the glutes on the way up. Really important, as you're coming up, you have an opportunity for full hip extension. A lot of folks that are training glutes, they come up and they stay partially bent in the knees and flex at the hips. Finish it off by straightening at the knee joint, packing the shoulders to really inspire that full postural alignment. Chugging breath, take the Mace to the front of the body, deep inhale through the nose, and exhale. Chugging breath, inhale, and exhale. All right, moving into standing cat-cow. Take the Mace in a guard position on your right or left hip. Come to the tiptoe of your opposite side. And here, the modified variation, you can start by choking up on your Mace. Just start by taking the shoulder cast and accentuating the lumbar curve. And then as you come up, coming to neutral pelvis. We do not want to go overly concave here. Stay here. Neutral pelvis, engaging the back glute. Level 1, standing cat-cow. This is a signature movement or exercise from our Steel Mace Vinyasa 100-hour curriculum. Highly recommend that program if you're wanting to learn all of the ins and outs of Steel Mace Vinyasa. Level 2, you can lift the leg, flex the foot, pack the shoulders. So here, we're learning how to bear load on the base leg in preparation for balance. And this particular spine mobility drill helps prime us for extension under load, which is really great for poses like King Dancer and other balancing postures. The full variation, reach back, and really great for ankle mobility as well. If you find yourself losing balance, regress back down to the level 1. Switch sides. So level 1, just working on syncing that spinal extension with neutral spine, chin off the chest. Inhale and exhale. Eventually, you can start to lift the leg, flex the foot, pack the shoulders. Tap the toe down, accentuate that lumbar curve, and exhale. Eventually, take the foot back, inhale, and exhale. So you can do this with the Mace in either side. So here I had my Mace over my base leg. A more advanced variation would be taking it over so that it's matched with the standing leg. And for me, since I'm pregnant, I have a little less balance when I do it that way. When I'm here, I'm working on contralateral stability. So I've got opposing legs and arms that have to stabilize deep within the deep inner core and in my trifecta. 3rd exercise, our uppercut lunge. So for the uppercut lunge, take an over grip, Mace on the right side. Level 1, you can perform static uppercuts here. Level 2, dynamic uppercuts. And I'm really gearing these prenatal Steel Mace videos towards the athlete that wants to keep their athletic edge throughout pregnancy, which I know there's a lot of athletic women that have kids, and we want to stay strong, we want to stay dynamic. So let's try the level 3 Arm thread into reverse lunge. Notice I'm in a tactical lunge here. Lift, switch the hand movement of the Mace lateral lunge. So I'll do this several times, don't worry. First one, so we've got our uppercut, arm thread, reverse lunge, here. There's this moment where I transition my hand here, I can tap the toe on the ground and take a lateral lunge. Over grip, right side. So here we go again, uppercut, reverse lunge, switch, lateral. One more time, uppercut, into reverse, switch, lateral. Let's try the other side. If at any point you get confused, just stick with just the beginning components. So either your lunge or static lunge, or maybe even just taking out the lateral lunge. So you've got your uppercut, arms are 90 degrees, rib crush, create torque. Uppercut lunge forward. Work with these at first. Eventually, I uppercut, I stack, I arm thread, hips are on railroad tracks here, big stretch in the tricep. I lift, toe tap for a moment, and lateral lunge. Glide the mace into over grip. So in order to be in the proper position, I actually have to slide this hand back, which creates an active posterior chain, bringing my shoulder into a nice neutral position versus this position here where it wants to go with the weight of the baby. So I'll show a couple times from the side and then facing head on. Uppercut, stack, reverse lunge, lift, grab, globe goes right down underneath the shoulder. From the front view, uppercut, stack, reverse. This leg is the moving leg, lateral. So it's kind of like your hand is really maneuvering around the mace quite a bit. Uppercut, stack, reverse. And I really like this one because it just helps clear the whole energetic field, makes my back feel good, makes me feel like I'm moving globally. Okay, final exercise, exercise 4, Warrior 3 RDLs. Take your base leg, which can be your left leg in this instance, over grip on the right side. Find your hip hinge, again, tricep extended here. Drive up, you can come to cross body bottom, option for uppercut. So here, we're building torque in the base leg, preparing to eventually lift off here. Level 1, toe remains on the ground. Working on hinging from the hips, shining the tailbone back. Eventually over time, tracing that flex foot all the way back, body and leg in a line. Use your balance, you can always tap the toe on the ground as you come up. Crush the mace, extend through the back arm. Train the glutes, find the balance. And switch sides. Over grip. Right leg is now the base leg. Mace is on your left-hand side. You can do the opposite of me at home if you'd like. Hinge forward, level 1, feel the stretch on the hamstring and the glute. So the first thing is just establishing, can I bring myself up from the help of my hamstring and glute complex versus me just bending my back and letting my back do all the work without a neutral spine. So, here to here, getting the back muscles involved. Level 2, Warrior 3 to leg lift, squeezing the glute on. If this leg is still bent, I'm really missing the piece of glute engagement. So it's really important I straighten at the knee joint and crush the mace so I bring my lats, glutes, and core into connection. Next progression. Left leg goes back with control, balance. Close the hips here. Option to brush the foot along the ground. Lift up and crush. Hinge. Body and leg in the line, kicking through the back heel. And drive up. Feel free to touch the toe to the ground. If your ankle gets tired, take a little rest in between or regress. All right, take a quick sip of water and let's go into our timed rounds. All right, so I have my interval set with 90 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. Let's get right into it. If you are practicing as a prenatal athlete, make sure you monitor your intensity so that you stay between 70 and 75% at your highest, because when your heart rate goes up, baby's heart rate goes up as well. I've been conditioning this for a while, so I'm gonna push myself and inspire you guys at home. Here we go. First exercise, 360 to yogi squat. Block, dump, pull. Sit back. Crown to coccyx alignment, block, dump, pull, angle that mace, find your leverage, find your torque, thighs are spiraling open the whole time. As you're moving through this orbit of the mace, moving around your body, clearing any stagnant energy, any fatigue, any lethargy from the body, really connecting the shoulder girdle with the solar plexus and embodying that warrior stance as you stand. 10 more seconds on this side. Squeeze the glutes at the top, find your leg stance, a little bit wider than normal because your hips are definitely shifting a bit here. Feel free to point your toes out a little bit if you need to. Switch sides, that's halfway through. Block, dump, pull. Remember, if you don't have a 360 swing in your practice, you can still be successful by just modifying and doing either a full two-handed flag or just keeping the elbows bent, finding your hip hinge and standing up. Always move the mace in the direction of the top finger. You can definitely check out some of my other Mace Vinyasa tutorials on this channel to get some tips and tricks for 360s and shield cast progressions. Regulate your breath. Slow it down if you need to. Chugging breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, 30 seconds recovery. You'll notice I'm trying to get my heart rate down as quickly as I can in between my rounds. Inhale. And exhale. Chug it out. Little bounce. Careful with baby. 12 seconds till we start our next exercise. Standing cat-cow. Feet hip distance apart. Place your mace in guard position. Choke up if you need to, if you're new to mace, or use a lighter mace. Come to your tiptoe of your opposite leg. Inhale, back position. Exhale, bring the mace to order. Inhale, tilt back, extend. Feels so good, just stretching the lower back under load. Do your best not to just dump back there, but keep leverage on your mace. Keep squeezing and wringing out the mace like a washcloth. Level 1, maximum lumbar curve. Level 2, option to lift. You can go cross body, which is easier for the pregnant body. In non-pregnant folks, we actually do the mace on the opposite side, but this is a very adaptable practice. We really want to make it accessible for all bodies, all ages. Without any experience with the mace, you can always just get started. Switch sides with the level 1 stuff. Here we go, inhale, loading the spine in extension, and exhale. Inhale, back position, and exhale. Building that glute strength for that standing leg, eventually lifting off, reaching the mace into back position, returning to the starting position. And keep your gaze on the floor at first, eventually lift your eye gaze to the horizon. Stay connected with your breath. Forceful breath out of the mouth. Torque in the arms, finding that landmark here. Last one. And 30 seconds recovery. Inhale through nose. Exhale, chug it out. Inhale. And exhale. Third exercise, complex. Moving into our uppercut lunges. I want to give you lots of space. I'm going to slide my timer out of the way. You find that facing on makes it a little bit more easy to access because there's a lot of things happening. Over grip, rib crush, chest tall, embody the warrior. Uppercut, reverse lunge, lateral lunge, over grip. Not showing the regressions here, I'm assuming you know those. Feel free to just perform the uppercut if you'd like. And really work on your coordination, your efficiency, hitting your landmarks, and your speed. Once you've got all those things, add a little style. One more. Bayonet switch. Switch to the opposite side, over grip. Reset the spine, check the heart rate. Uppercut, fierce warrior, stack. Reverse that lunge. Lift, anchor, and land. So there's that element of single-legged balance in there as well. Uppercut, reverse lunge. The moving leg becomes the stepping leg. And lots of grip, control, hand-eye coordination. Connect the balance, the root chakra, with the second chakra, the hips. Training for closed hip stability, balance, coordination, agility, and power. All the things you'll need for a natural birth. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. If your heart rate has gone down or gone up too much, take your time, slow it down. I've purposely put balance exercises in between our ones that are a little bit more aerobic in nature so that you can calm the heart rate down. Take an over grip. Warrior 3 RDLs, 5 seconds till we start. Take your trailing right tiptoe back. Find your hip hinge. Rise up, find your uppercut. Hip hinge. Rip and crush your mace. Shine your tailbone back. Find your uppercut. Rip and crush. Hinge with control. Weight in the base leg. Drive up, squeeze the glutes. When and if you're ready, take your right leg back, flex the foot like warrior 3, training that drill, that asana. Elevate the leg as you rise. Kick back, flex the foot, square the hips here. Feel the body developing heat, creating that conditioning effect here. Tuck the chin, lengthen through the crown. Switch sides, bayonet switch on the opposite side. Torque in the base leg on the way down, so external rotation as you spiral, moving through crossbody bottom and right into that uppercut. Chest lifted, standing tall like the warrior. So in still Mace Vinyasa, we're often thinking about what energetic centers are most active. So here I've got my root energetic center for balance, I've got my solar plexus for core, and I'm training my second chakra or sacral chakra, which is the area where the hips are, reproductive organs. This is often associated with creativity, our intimate relationships, our women's health as well. So getting all 3 of those energetic centers active is key. Recover the breath. So if you're doing this at home, I recommend doing the second round, a second time round on your own. Learn it in your body, feel grounded in your body, connect with baby, connect with heart. Pleasure and honor to teach. I hope you enjoy this HIIT circuit. We'll see you at the flow shallow real soon. Namaste.